Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday morning. We didn't work yesterday. I haven't heard from Zach, so I don't really know what he's doing. And I really, I'm not gonna be running nobody down to generate work for them, especially when, I've done everything I can to, generate work and help him out. And we ain't even really got into the winter yet. And he said something about he hurt his back or something, but I haven't heard from him about work since, Tuesday, when he told me he wasn't coming to work. So, like I said the other day, the show will go on. So today, I got a job I'm going to go do. It's some bushes. I'm gonna do the bushes and the yard, and it's gonna pay $250. And the bushes are not, and she's a regular customer, the bushes are not bad. And one part of the yard I'm not even gonna have to do. Y'all been over there 100 times. Maybe I'll get some footage of the bushes, but the bushes are not, a whole lot. The other day I ended up getting 100 from that one dude, and then 20 from another customer extra. So yeah, I mean, I'm grateful and thankful, man. That just helps me, well, it just helps with the morale and helps it where I can, stagger work a little bit, spread it out a little bit, and make it where, I'm making the minimum that I need to make without running out of work. That's the biggest thing, So, and I don't know, what Zach's doing or anything. He hasn't texted me and asked me about work or nothing. So maybe he got another job somewhere else. I don't know. So yeah, but I'm gonna earn no matter what. It doesn't matter if who's working out here or not working out here or solo or whatever. I'm gonna earn. I'm not gonna, my nature is to earn. I just don't have to earn as much when I don't have anybody out here with me, so and that's cool, because it don't take a lot for me to live. All my bills are paid, and I was really just trying to keep Zach busy through the winter, but I don't guess I was trying to keep him busy enough to where, he could pay all his bills and everything. Might not make as much as he does in the summer, but he's not going to spend as much time either. So, but I'll go over here and, play around with these bushes, and I'll get some footage of the bushes. Not a big deal. Today, I got the Milwaukee, articulating hedge trimmers. I got the Milwaukee handheld 12 volt M12 little hedge trimmers, and these bushes they're not bad at all. So, but yeah, it's a nice looking day, man. It's 50 degrees. I love it, man. I love this kind of weather. Not too cold and definitely not hot. So I have one of my customers over here on the HOA that we do, and she's the president of the HOA, and I don't know which house. I got her address, but I don't know which house she lives in on the the roadside HOA that we do. So she's calling me, asking me if I could do a pad for her, for a playground. She gave me the dimensions. It's like, 40 foot by 40 foot or whatever, and they want to do that like, right after Christmas. So she wants me to come by and give her a quote. And I need to see kind of what it entails. It's going to be some grading and, some mulch. But the good thing about a job like that is I kind of know where the house is. There's no trees or nothing. So I'll probably be able to do it all with the Bobcat. You know, I won't have to worry about, you know, wheelbarrowing mulch or anything like that. I'll probably be able to, you know, use the dump trailer and maybe dump the mulch inside the playground area. And I'm gonna call my buddy Randall over there at Elite. I ain't talked to him in a minute. I'm gonna call him and talk to him about, you know, how they did, because he did one, and we'll kind of see how he did that one. Now she's saying that she wants 12 inches of mulch. That's pretty thick, man. I mean, that's a lot of mulch, man. You know, I don't know that she's gonna want it that thick. I mean, it almost seemed like it'd be, I don't know, you know, we'll have to see. But there's a lot of jobs that I've done in the past where, like I did some mulch a couple times for a daycare center, and there's all kind of codes and stuff that you got to go by when you're doing it at a daycare center. That you got to buy, you know, playground friendly mulch. You got to buy, it's got to be this thick, this wide, you know, it's got to be a certain type. Of course, they play on all that, and they charge you a lot more money for the actual mulch. I don't know that it's any different, you know. The mulch can't be colored mulch. Now, I'm just talking about on the daycare, at the daycare company that we were doing. I don't do them no more. Well, when COVID hit, they pretty much shut down. So the house I was at the other day on the roof, like I was telling you guys, he wants to pull out all those bushes, and I think there's some other stuff that he wants to do because he's tired of all the trees dropping all the stuff on his back porch. I should have got video of his back porch after I, you know, when I first got there and after I, you know, got the gutters cleaned out, because his back porch, it stays covered in pine needles. Now, this is a job where we don't have to do a whole, where I don't have to do a whole lot of cleanup. I'll blow them out of the beds, you know, the trimmings out of the beds. I'll mulch it up, and then I'll use the mower to push it, to sling it back up under the bushes. So, yeah. We'll make them look nice, you know. I do bushes pretty good. Well, the biggest thing is I don't waste a lot of moves. So, you know, I don't have to be, you know, a freaking athlete, you know, physically, you know. I just don't waste moves, meaning, you know, I don't start this and then go 5 bushes down and start on that, and, you know, I do things methodically, which definitely affects the, you know, the efficiency. And even though I don't have to be at top efficiency, because this is all I'm doing today, you know, I might, if I feel like it, I ain't got to, if I feel like it, I might have a yard I can go do on the way home, you know. So I'm over here, and y'all see what I got with me. I got a ladder, and I got the articulating Milwaukee hedge trimmers, and yeah. For folks to think this show won't go on, I mean, that is utterly ridiculous, you know. But let me get up here and show you guys the scope of everything, and I don't waste no trip. I'm not walking up here with nothing. And yeah, but these jobs, I mean, look at these bushes are easy, man. Little round ones, they're really easy. That's why I brought the ladder right there. I also have the extension with me too, so yeah. biggest thing with these right here is I want, even though she don't really use the sidewalk, I want to push them off the sidewalk without getting ugly. So yeah, not a problem. Obviously this one right here is going to be about the hardest one, but I could probably still do it in 20 minutes. And then we'll go through these. I'll cut some of the dead out. A lot of dead in here. See that? The good thing is it's not a hardcore cleanup. Cut them, go back to the back there, blow them out here into the yard. Pick the deck up on the mower kind of high, put the flap down on the skag, mulch them that way one time, and then come back this way and blow them right back up into the bed. That's what she wants. So then the one on this corner here, that's a little bit hard to reach because of the grade, but it's not a problem. I mean, and these things are not, they don't have a whole lot of hardcore shape to them. They've definitely seen better days. But yeah, and then around back here I got one rose bush that I'm going to do, and that rose bush right there, and that butterfly bush, she wants me to tie it off, but I'll probably cut some of it off and then tie it back. It's a terrible place for that. They grow too fast for that. I'd rather her move it somewhere where it's a little bit flatter, because it's always laying down the hill as they get so tall, like round or whatever. You see that one that's got the big hump missing out of it? See? And in all the years that I've been over here, I've only done the bushes over here just a handful of times. I think that she had her nephew doing the bushes or somebody else doing the bushes when I first got this account. Or maybe even she got out here and did them, because she's pretty handy, you know. So yeah. Okay, let me get all the equipment up here. We'll get the mower and then the blower and make sure everything's gassed up. Okay, y'all, so maybe some of you guys that know a lot more about bushes than me, maybe y'all can school me on this, man, because I don't really even understand these bushes right here. What do you do when you got this kind of thing? Look, I mean, it's clearly separated in there, and that's all one bush. I mean, these, now that I get up on, it's going to be hard to shape these bushes. Look at all the dead in this one. All that dead needs to come out, man. I mean, I'm going to have to call her. Because these are really bad. I don't know how you would even, I mean, I can trim them and make them look neat, but I don't want to be cutting a lot of dead out, because then she might think that I, you know, yeah. Yeah, not too cool, really. Of course, I'm gonna do that one better than that. But when you get down here and you start cutting it separates. Look at that. What's happened, I think, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, these things have done gotten too long. That's what I think. And see, the weight is starting to, yeah, they're too, I mean, they look like, they look terrible. And if I have to, you know, I'm gonna want more money. There's not many of them, but dude, they don't look nice at all. And they're not. I just don't look at that. There's no way. What can I do with that? I can't shape that, man. I'm gonna call her real quick, y'all. I'll kick it. So I just talked to the owner. We're gonna pull them all out after the new year. So we may even pull the big hollies out. She doesn't want to deal with all that right now because she got company coming and everything. So what we're going, and that's cool. I wasn't going to do that no matter what. But she committed to pulling them out you know, after the new year, and we'll just go from there. But today she just wants me to shape them up about like she liked the way this one looks. So that's kind of, I can't, you know, there's nothing I can really do on that bottom part, cut them way back, but she doesn't want me to. She was standing out here and she's like, I don't want you to gap them all up and you know, and hope they grow back. So we're just gonna round them best we can based on what they are and go from there. Now from the street, this one didn't look that bad, but you see how it's separated at the bottom right there. I don't really know. The only thing I know to do is go up in there and cut them deep. What's happened here, I think, is that they done got too long and too heavy. And once the bushes like this get that big, you can't take it back without just really going deep. And there's something going on with this one. You see all the dead in it, and there's quite a few of the other ones that got a lot of dead in it. But anyway, she loved the way this big one looks. She likes that because that gives her privacy where her trash can and all is on the other side of that. So yeah. So I talked to her for about 15 minutes. So my time over here is going to be a little more than 2 hours. But I haven't seen how much, yeah, I haven't seen how much on the rose bush I got to take off, but it's not much. And then the yard's going to be real easy. I'm just going to pick the deck up real high and just on the scag and just go over it real quick. It's not going to be a big deal. So yeah, let's get these bushes. And she recognized that they need pulling out. She's worried about some of the you know, the sprinkler lines and all. Because this property is loaded with sprinkler heads and stuff, loaded. So there again, and you see there's a pipe coming up right there. There's a water spigot right there somebody done put in. You know, it ain't on the house, it's just coming up out of the ground right there. So you gotta, when you're pulling out stuff like this, you gotta be careful of that kind of thing. So she doesn't want to deal with anything happening, you know, with that until after the new year. So let's just shape them up and get out of here, man. Peace out. So I want to show y'all the battery life on this. So let me make sure y'all can see it. Can y'all see that? 3 bars left, and I've already cut that big one and 3 of the little ones, right? And this is a 6 battery. That's pretty freaking good, man. I mean, that big one was a lot of cutting on that big one. Okay, back to time lapse. Okay, y'all. So that's good as I'm gonna be able to get them. Got 2 hours over here. So I ain't sure how much money she gave me. It's all right here. I don't know. It looks like $300. So I gotta load up though. I got some place. I got one more I'm gonna do on the way home. It's a 65. And yeah, miscellaneous. One thing I do got though, look y'all, that's coolant coming out of the truck. There might be a hole in my radiator. What do you think? I'll just send a picture to my mechanic. We'll see what he says. But I'm loading up, getting out of here. See ya. Okay, y'all. So that's a wrap on that one. Solo. Y'all kind of see what it is. I mean, those bushes are pretty. I mean, they're pretty easy job, really. The hardest part was just kind of making them look neat with all the big holes in them and stuff. But like I said, we're going to be pulling all of them out. So that's another job. That'll be, you know, that'll be a good job right there. That'll be, you know, shoot, that'll probably be $2,500 or so. So we'll be doing that. Now I'm headed over here to my mechanic shop. I'm gonna do a yard that's right over there by the shop. By now y'all have seen where my truck is leaking coolant. Not leaking hardcore, but it's leaking pretty good. So that's $300 in 2 hours, man, over here. I mean, you know, it is what it is. She wants me to come back around the 18th or so, hit it one more time because she got family coming in for Christmas. So I will. But other than that, come on, man. As long as you got the equipment and you got the customers, you really got all you need. It's just about, you know, going and doing the work, and 9 times out of 10, the work out here is not that hard. I mean, some people come out here and they make it look a lot harder than it is because they're working, you know, all over the place. If you do things methodically, you know, and think about what you're doing while you're out here with equipment, I mean, it's really, you really don't have to work that hard, and you don't have to work that fast either. See, Bo usually does these, but I did them as fast as Bo usually does them, you know. But see, Bo does bushes really good, you know, and he probably does them a little bit faster than me. But for me to come over here and do those bushes in the yard, that's pretty easy, man. I mean, that's a nice little lick from one customer. And keep in mind, I got like 90 customers. So, yeah. And again, if I'd have had somebody out here with me, then I would have had to do this and the yard I'm going to do now, and then maybe 2 or 3 more to make the same money. And then tomorrow I might not have nothing to do. So, all right, y'all, that's a wrap, man. 365 today. That's all I made, man. I didn't work that long, really. Probably around 3 hours total, and that's including drive time and everything. So I got me a Sammy right here, so I'm good. Now I'm just gonna go chill with my dog, and I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, man. Really ain't got a whole lot going on, and I really ain't trying to manufacture a bunch of work. I might take the Bobcat over to the bamboo site, make a few hundred, you know. I done put my days in this week. Zach's calling me. He's ready to go back to work now. You know, you got to work when the work's available. You know, you can't work when you get ready. But you know, things happen out here, man. You know. But Roy's been coming to work every day. Yeah, I know. Most people do. You know, he had 4 days off. And he done had 7 days off. 8 days off. I had 4 days off. And that was enough for me. But right now, y'all, I'm finna head in the house here, eat this steak semi, and ice up. Peace out.